Hello, my beautiful human. Welcome back to your Shake Up. I am so excited you're here. And I was really inspired by a recent conversation that I had to record an episode about when is it time to leave your job? And I know that there are so many of us that may have had this, question come up, and we're always thinking like, well, I'm just going to wait for the right time. I don't love it here, but like, let me just suck it up for a little bit longer. It's going to get better. Or, I might not have opportunities. Like, I don't know where else to go. And you're really starting to stress out and feel anxious. Or on the flip side, you're like, I'm fine here. I'm comfortable. Like, I have no intention on leaving. I'm not fulfilled, but it's fine. Right. There's like I feel like there's like no happy medium. And then if you're like me, where you were comfortable, I loved my job, but I ended up getting laid off, and I didn't really even know that there were all of these amazing opportunities on the other side, because how am I supposed to know? You don't know what you don't know. So a lot of us tend to wait until shit hits the fan. We either are laid off or we absolutely hate our job to leave, or to even consider there being other opportunities. And so I had this conversation recently with one of my clients who is now a full-time entrepreneur. But when I started working with her, she was working a 9 to 5 that she felt pretty happy at, but she just wasn't sure if there was like something else out there. She had this gut feeling that like there just might be something else out there for her, and maybe she just hasn't figured out her absolute like passion. And um but she was comfortable and she was making good money, and so she was just like, is it worth leaving? So she entertained this idea and we started talking, and we created a plan that I'm going to share with you. The first thing that I wanted to prioritize when it came to working with her was discussing the fact that there is in fact other opportunities out there. Like, that is a fact. That job is not the end all be all of your life. And I want to remind you of the same exact thing. Your job is not the end all be all of your life. It's just one of the things that is fueling your life financially. Now we just have to think, well, what other opportunities are there out there for me? Because there, in fact, is many opportunities. So once we established that mindset, we created a very clear vision. There is no way you're going to get any destination if you don't know what that destination is. And so really envisioning what your whole entire life looks like, or what you dream of it looking like, would be the first thing that I would have you do. What are things that you love to do? What are things about your current job or your current situation that you absolutely love? And what are things about it that you do not love at all? So once we have that clear vision, we can then dive into outlining your options. So, do you like working for someone else? I truly believe that not everybody is made to be an entrepreneur. You're just not. And that's great. Like, that would be terrible if everybody just wanted to work on their own, because we wouldn't have any employees. And so what is it that you want to do? Outline some options. Do you want to go out on your own? Do you want to work your 9 to 5 and have a side hustle? Do you want to start a new hobby? Whatever it is, you just got to figure out what your options are that you want, not that are necessarily available yet, because we haven't gotten to that part of the plan. Second is start making a list of your non-negotiable things for your job. I did this when I first left my New York City job. I knew that I didn't want to work for any other company that didn't have female leaders. That was like one of the biggest things that was on my non-negotiable list. I also wanted to work for a company that allowed me to work remote at times if I needed to, because I had Sebastian, at the time I was a single mom. And so these were all the things that I started really thinking about and creating from a plan perspective. Is, what are my non-negotiables? What are things that I will not bend on? Don't leave one shitty job just to go to another shitty job. What's the point, right? Think about all the things that really matter to you, your values, your morals, like everything that really makes you happy, and the things that don't make you happy, and make sure that you're creating a non-negotiable list. Then I want you to start creating a plan. So in that plan, I want you to outline, is your ideal situation to leave and get a new job? Is it to start a new company? Is it to start a product and sell it while you have a full-time job? Figuring out what your plan is and giving yourself some sort of timeline so you can at least have milestones to reach that plan. Then when you're thinking about your plan, it's really important that you are very clear about the qualifications that you have and that are missing. So let's say that you do want to become an entrepreneur, but you don't even know where to begin. Finding a course and obviously like hiring a mentor and working with a team of people that are going to help you to get to that next level is really important. Let's say you want to change to a new job role at a new company and they have qualifications that you don't necessarily have right now. Is there a certification or a training that you can take and a certification that you can get to then be able to qualify for that? So just thinking about the gaps, and that is like really how we're going to develop this plan of yours. Then we're going to network. All of the jobs that I have been able to get have always been from referrals. So connect with your community and the people that you know around you and start introducing yourself to the people that you don't know. It's really, really, really important to just build your network. They say your network is your net worth, and I couldn't agree more. Then you're going to take action. So as this plan is developing, you now have a timeline, you now have a vision, you have options, you have non-negotiables, you know your qualifications, you have a network. It's now time to take the leap. I remember for Yahoo, I had to do a panel interview and I was literally shitting my pants. I was so scared, but I took the leap and I took the action with the referral that I had, with the plan, with the qualifications, with my non-negotiable list. I took all of that with the big vision and I took the leap. I went into that interview. And the other thing that I would say is the secret of being confident when you are applying is I always tell myself, and that's what I was saying during my panel interview, like they need me, right? They have this position that they need to fill. I'm here to fill it. I know that I'm going to do the best possible job that I could possibly do. I am driven, I have focus, I have a plan, I have a vision, I am qualified, like I can do this. And as much as our like fear likes to sneak in, don't let it. Show up confidently and literally keep telling yourself that they need you. You don't need them. You don't need them. They need you, right? There was so many times where I'm like, when they say, well, like, why do you want this job? In my head, I'm like, well, because I really need the money. But whenever I took a job strictly based off of the money, I ended up being so unhappy so fast. And so I'm here to tell you there has to be a stronger reason, a bigger reason than just the money. And the last thing is that I want to emphasize for this episode is that there is something so beautiful about being naive when you're trying something new, when you're taking a leap. And so have fun with this. I know that change, especially when it comes to a career change, can be really stressful and overwhelming, but try to change your perspective when it comes to it. Try to have fun, try to have an open mindset. And remember that during your plan, while you're curating this plan, you can dive into, well, okay, if I know that I want to leave my job in 6 months, how much money do I need to save in that 6 months? What can I do? Start getting scrappy and have fun with it. Most importantly, you need to remember to network, make a plan, know your vision, figure out where you're lacking qualifications and have fun with taking new courses and trying new things and learning new things so you can keep growing and mastering your craft. I can't wait to hear what your career path is, and I would love to talk to you a little bit more about what your goals are and see how I can help you. All right, I love you. I hope you enjoyed your shake up. Talk to you soon. Bye. And don't forget, no matter what, she did it anyway.
You did it, Mom.